Here is a Jiffy professional greenhouse. It is a seed starting kit. This is what I first ever learned how to start seeds in, and just thought I'd show you the traditional. Obviously I've shown you kind of some derivations using the Dollar Tree version or using the egg cartons, but I'm not sure if I've ever just done kind of the traditional seed starting. Obviously you're going to pay a little bit more for this, but I think I still got it for less than $7 at Walmart, so it's not a horribly expensive item. So and you can get the refill pellets after you've done it once, although somehow I always seem to destroy my cases by leaving them outside or something in a project. What we're going to do is we're going to add some just kind of a little bit of warm water to this, 10.5 cups in total, and these pellets that are down in here are actually made of peat moss, and they just expand. But this little coin type thing, and it's going to expand when we add water. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here we've got about 4 cups of water. We'll have to get more, but we'll just pour it in for now. We'll just try to get it kind of distributed throughout. And you don't want to pour it directly, like concentrating on one pellet, or it will end up eroding that one pellet. But as you see, these are all here, and they'll just slowly soak up the water, and you can already start seeing how they expand. They're getting bigger. Now this particular one is 72 pellets, which can sound like a whole lot, but I actually think I have more than 72 different varieties of things that I'm going to be starting. As a general rule, it is best to keep items in one of these grow domes that are similar. So for example, let's say you want to start tomatoes and peppers. One might advise that you start them in separate grow domes, because your tomatoes are going to be ready to be out of the dome and germinated prior to your peppers, and so ideally you would start them separately, but I often will start them the same. And in this particular case, I'm going to start everything: tomatoes, peppers, herbs, even some strawberries from seed, all in this one. This should be our final bit of water. I feel like this side was neglected, so pour more there. Do you see others might need a little boost? And for the most part, we're good. Now it's interesting, this one doesn't actually have a hole punched out of it, so we'll have to tear that open when we're planting a seed. And you'll see some of them have a big hole, whereas others have the little smaller holes. You can just kind of spread the one open, tear it open a little bit if it's a little bit on the small side, and then plant your seeds in there. So and then after you think it's basically grown as much as it is, it's time to go ahead and plant them. I don't know that you need to watch me plant all the seeds in here, but I'll go through and kind of show. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tomatoes on this side and the peppers on this side, and then in the middle is going to be the herbs and the strawberries and some of those other things that aren't necessarily going to be timed to the same. I guess I should show you as well. once you have all your seeds planted, it comes with this little grow dome. So you just put this grow dome on there, ideally. There we go. And what you'll end up seeing is that the water will condense on here as you're waiting for it to germinate. And then as soon as you start seeing some green popping out, some sprouts, you take this dome off, because you don't want to end up having damping off or other problems as you're getting started. When I first got started, I didn't have the big shop light that I now use to grow. I didn't have an elaborate grow box like I showed in an earlier video how to set up. I actually just had these little, I think they were made by Lights of America. I got them at Walmart for $10. They were just little grow lights. And I would actually set them on this dome to get started. And then as the plants grew, I would actually stack cups that would hold the light on either side of the dome so it could raise up with the plant and still give light. So I might show that, depending. But I just thought I'd tell you about it. So hope you enjoyed this little video on starting seeds in a Jiffy.